Hey folks, Matt Easton here, Scholar Gladiatore. Now, I'm apologising here that it's been a little while since I did my last video. I've been super busy, and this video is purely as an update to say there are more videos coming soon, but really just to let you know where I am and what I've been doing and that I'm fine, more or less. So end of summer holidays, been super busy, obviously with my daughter. I've been on holiday, I've been with the whole family's been ill in fact, and I've had massive house decorations going on. As many of you know, I moved house a couple of months ago, and it's been kind of manic since then, and it particularly accelerated in the last kind of month, I would say, a couple of weeks. And really what I wanted to show you here, why am I in an empty room? Well, really to give you a sense of where one of my future filming environments is going to be. So for those of you who've been following my channel for a long time, you will know that there were two, in my old house, there were two main places I used to film. One was in my study with swords behind my head, and one was in my, what was a garden room, essentially, a big outdoor room with glass windows. And again, with swords behind my head and spears and stuff. And occasionally I used to film outside in the garden. Well, you've already seen some of my garden so far, and you've also now seen my garage, okay? They're the big barn doors that some of you are commenting on. Funnily enough, that was a makeshift background because at the time my study and everywhere else, the weather was bad outside, the study was in a mess, and I just needed someone to film, so I just did it in front of the garage doors. It seems they work quite well, don't they? As it happened, I had some really F-off lighting fitted in my garage. Three white light, very bright lights, and actually it turns out they work out very well for filming with no need for extra studio lighting at all, which is fantastic. So I will be continuing to use the garage filming space. At the moment it's a bit of a mess because I've got a new bathroom going in and a new garden shed going in, so I've got lots of stuff currently in the garage kind of in the way, as well as the fact that I've been processing a lot of swords for Eastern Antique Arms recently, which means I've got big piles of stock that I'm preparing, cleaning and that kind of stuff. So it's a big mess in the garage, but this is one of the future filming environments. So if you think back to when I used to be in my study and used to have some swords behind my head and I used to reach out behind the camera and get other swords, this is the new one of those, what it's going to be, but it's somewhat bigger, as you can see. And this whole wall behind me, these are boxes full of books mostly. They're not going to be there, obviously. They're going to move into bookshelves. But behind me, my plan is to have this whole wall behind me there covered in swords. Okay, so that's the idea. I've essentially, when I planned out this study, I've planned it, books over there, you know, computer and kind of admin-y type stuff over there. And then I'm going to have or a lot of swords on the wall there. I'll probably have more over here as well. And I've got, you know, sword stand and that kind of stuff. So I will have a lot more swords to reach out to in my study, and I've got a bit more space. You'll notice I'm hopefully not going to be hitting light fittings quite so often. And there you go. So I suppose it's a sneak preview. What I might show you, I might or might not, I don't know how boring this would be, but I might show you the progress of this wall as it comes along and how I'm putting the swords up, how I'm arranging them, how I'm fixing them on the wall. If that's something that would be even of remote interest to you, let me know. I won't bother doing it if it's not of interest to anyone, but I do know now how I'm going to put my swords up on that wall. I'm looking for the right hooks, it has to be said. The hooks that I used before aren't going to work for how I'm going to do it now. But anyway, there we go. Hopefully, wall of swords coming behind me, and this is going to be one of the new filming areas. But there is going to be more coming from my faithful garage as well. Also, do you like those doors, the so-called barn doors, as some people call them? It's not quite a barn, I wish it was, but it's just double garage. But do you want me to keep those doors? I think they actually work quite well, by accident, as it were. Or do you think I need some kind of backdrop? You know, input, there we go, into my filming environment. And obviously, I'm going to continue filming outside in the various bits of the garden that I've got now. As I mentioned, I'm going to be doing a little bit more to do with outdoor stuff, pole weapons and missile weapons that I couldn't do inside, and I couldn't really do in my previous garden very easily. I'm also going to be filming in some new environments, and I've got some filming projects coming up. So there are videos in the works, videos in the planning, collaboration videos in the planning as well, and also a response video to a video which has recently been released by someone else. I won't give it away so far. My opinions on that video, a little bit of a spoiler. I think it was very good, but I've got some feedback for it. Do you even know which video I'm talking about? Maybe not. Anyway, I'll quit blabbering there, and I'll see you really soon, maybe tomorrow, for another video. And cheers for keeping up with Scholar Gladiatoria and following the channel. Sorry I haven't been around for a little bit, but you know, sometimes life takes over. Anyway, I'll see you really soon. Cheers for watching.